League of Legends. Something most of us have played, something a lot of us still play. For me, it's something I started playing around Season 3. I'd come home from school, just me and the boys hop on Skype, and we would just play League until it was time to go to bed, or even sometimes past when it was time to go to bed. It was all fun and games at first. We just played, normals and that kind of thing. Have all kinds of fun and laugh. That all changed whenever I found the ranked button. Stopped playing 3v3s, got on 5v5, learned about this thing called the Summoner's Rift, and how they had a ranked mode. That blew my 13-year-old mind. Ever since that moment, I was pretty much obsessed with just playing ranked and getting better. Only one problem: I sucked, and I still pretty am much bad. But if there's one thing that never went away since the beginning of when I played League of Legends to right now, is the drive to improve myself in ranked. So first it was bronze. Then, after a lot of years and hard work, we climbed. I think it took 2 years to climb, and we did climb. We climbed to silver. Oh, silver. My nemesis. I spent years of my life to silver elo. I never said it was my fault. I never once would blame me. Nah, I'm hard stuck silver, and it's because of you. A lot of you in this chat probably right now are half the reason I was hard stuck silver. Nah, just kidding. It took a long time for me to finally realize that getting stuck in an elo and elo hell and all that doesn't really exist. You're good or you're bad. And I was bad. I'd watch all the pros, try to learn about meta. I wouldn't find a character that I liked to play. Nah, I'd just hop around. I'd meta hop and meta hop and meta hop and never go anywhere really. So eventually I stopped playing. I took a little bit of a break and I went and I did other things. I got a girlfriend. Life was looking good. Except there was something that was always missing. League of fucking Legends. So I came back to the Rift, determined this time to climb to gold. If I could get gold, I would then be considered good amongst my friends, and therefore I would be considered good amongst myself. So we worked at it. We worked at it. We were not climbing. It was failing. It's season 7, and some character snuck into my bag. That character was Olaf. And we finally, for the first time playing this game in 5 years, had a main. We one-tricked Olaf that year. 2017, season 7. It was one of the best years of my life playing Olaf. As time went by, we found out that we were pretty decent at Olaf. We were good. We had like a 60 or 70% win rate, and we played only Olaf for a good while. One problem though. Simply getting better started to become not enough. I had the drive and the determination to get good. So I played Olaf, and with Olaf's power, we got all the way up to gold 2. And I was happy. I felt so fulfilled whenever I broke through to gold. I remember I told all my friends, I had my skin. Life was great. I even had a girlfriend at that time that I was playing League of Legends with. And I helped her get to gold. And that was fantastic. But then it happened. They nerfed Olaf. They took my boy. They massacred his jungle capabilities. And he did not jungle the same ever since. I lost my main. The character who I had finally arrived on. The character that I was deemed to climb with. To the top I was headed. But none of it mattered. It all crumbled away beneath my fingertips because some Devitt riot decided Olaf needs to exit the jungle and stay in his lane. I was crushed. I went back to my old habits. I was playing 100 characters. I didn't know how to climb, but then something happened. Something magical happened. We found mid lane for one season, and it was Victor. And boy, did I suck at Victor, but First Strike was so busted that I was able to climb with Victor and get back to gold the following season. Took a little break around this time. We are playing MMOs, doing other things in life, having a kid. You know, I'm like 20s now. I have my wife, the girlfriend that I once helped get to gold, was now having my children. Crazy. Wild. But we had to get back to where we once were. We have to get back to gold. That is the new spot. That is the level. That's where we set ourselves up to be at. Gold is where we are meant to be. We're going to get there, and we're eventually going to get higher. So I played Victor the whole season. And sure, it was good getting back to gold, but we didn't get higher. We didn't get plat. And I started to feel like I really needed to get to platinum, but I could not do it like for all of the seasons afterwards. And then it happened. Briar came home. She entered the rift. I knew from that moment on that my struggles in League of Legends would be finally conquered. There's nothing to fear because Briar was absolutely here. I wasn't even playing the game. I didn't even know about her launch. A friend told me, he said, "Hey, did you see the new League of Legends character coming up? She's a vampire and she's got cool toes." I watched the video. Time went by, and I discovered that Briar is indeed a cool vampire with cool toes. I mained that bitch. I lived that life. I played Briar every day of that whole season, and we climbed, we soared, we shot out of gold like a rocket, and we landed at plat 1 with Briar. But I progressed so fast, my skill set really wasn't caught up to be there. I was just good at Briar. Things were just working when I played Briar, so when I got off of her, I couldn't do much. So we started to fall because Briar was getting banned a lot at this point. She was very overtuned. And we landed somewhere around plat 3 for the end of the season, or maybe it was plat 2. And we had our first successful season in platinum. And it was all thanks to Briar. Without Briar, we could not have been there. The next season comes around. Items are getting changed back to normal. That's bad for me because I had a special Briar build that really did not work the same afterwards. I played this on-hit Briar and it was really fun, but it just did not work the same after the item changes. I couldn't win with Briar right off the rip. I wasn't winning at all. I got placed in low gold. And we're gonna have to climb our way back up to platinum. And that's gonna take all season long. And at first I was playing Trundle. I had gone away from Briar. I thought, I'll come back to her in a little bit. You know, pocket pick. Trundle's working right now, let's stick to Trundle. But no, I corrected that error. I wasn't winning. Times were not good. I said, let's go back to how we got here. Briar. And we climbed again. We figured out the new ways to build. We figured out the new ways to jungle. And we soared with Briar this time around. Climbing ever higher than before. We shot up to plat 1. And then a little bit of a fall back down to plat 3. Then we jumped right back up to plat 1. that's whenever I realized this is gonna be all right. We're right here now. We're at the precipice. We can get over this hump. You never thought you'd be platinum. You never even knew that you would make it to gold. But you kept going. And you soared above it. And we landed Emerald 4. Emerald 4. And that's where our journey is now. Emerald 4. If you'd like to follow more of this journey, see where it's gonna go. See a Briar One Trick who had no right being there. But there nonetheless. I'm Mr. Tasty. I love this game. I'm so happy I fucking found Briar Boys because we're gonna climb this shit. If you boys want to stick around and witness it, you know what to do. Peace.